Oh, I got something from Summit Racing. Another sticker. Oh. Yeah, we'll do that. That's for later. Might get a set of injectors put in at the same time we do that, and glow plugs. Got the old girl fired up. It's been a couple days, but she fired up. Picked up a speedo sensor. I'm just gonna toss one in. We'll do that real quick. Okay, real quick, before we get into this video, I'm gonna give you a little spoiler. So I went through and did a quick check on all my sensors related to the transmission. The differential speed sensor, I tested the voltage coming through the plug that would go to the sensor. I got 5 volts reference. I checked the vehicle speed sensor plug, which is at the transfer case. I'm getting 1.8 volts from that, which concerned me, but I'm not sure what it's supposed to be getting. I couldn't find any info on that, so some of you other guys who have been through this maybe can tell me that. And then, of course, I've got 5 volts reference at my throttle position sensor. Yeah, high idle still on it. So, this is what I picked up. Big white dick? No, I'm kidding. Speed sensor. It's 22 bucks. I've been going to Advanced Auto Parts lately for my stuff. I like them better. So, this is going into the T case. Alright, I know this runs. We'll shut her off right now. This goes into the T case, and then your speedo cable goes through here, and then you got your sensor that plugs in there. I think it's 11 millimeter that goes in there. I don't know, I got my gloves and a couple tools, and we'll just swap that out. And someone mentioned what spec to put the TPS at, and it was 1.2 volts base idle. So I'm gonna set it to that. And we'll see what happens when those two things are taken care of. So give me just a moment. Also, it's nice enough out here where I'm in t-shirt and shorts, so I'm really happy about that. So, and look at this thing. Yeah, I got a video on that. I'm gonna be moving out soon, so I need to have this thing in top shape. I need to be shifting properly because I'm probably gonna use it to well, at least haul my four-wheeler. I'm gonna throw my four-wheeler back here, and just any other miscellaneous stuff that I can't really fit in here. And then this guy, I'm gonna use this one to haul a U-Haul. I'm gonna get a big old U-Haul and hook it to the back of that and load my stuff up just in case if it rains, it doesn't rain on my stuff. And then the trailer, I'm not quite. I just point over there. Trailer I'm not quite done with, so I don't really want to be towing with it. So I'm probably it's enough to where I can drive it to trailer it where I need to go, where I need it to be. That's it. I'm not gonna put anything in it, so I'm gonna haul that off first or whatever. But so I'm looking at a place tomorrow. We'll keep you updated. Yeah, we'll talk about it later. This is where our speedo sensor is. We're gonna need to pop out that clip for the cable. Let's see. I haven't really looked into this truck in daylight, and it's like, why don't we keep doing stuff at night? I think I'll probably pull that clip out and we have it out of here. So I think that's an 11 millimeter. This thing has a 1356 in it. I should have picked up some ATF for it and change it out. I don't know what it looks like in here. I know the plug is right here. I never did hook my voltmeter up to this with the key on. Let's put a sensor in it. I'd rather put it since it was 20 bucks. You know what's also nice about this rig? Look how tight up against the body of the T-case is. It's almost in line with the thing. Look at mine. Mine hangs down a little bit. Interesting. Well, this does have a longer section of frame. Yep, never mind. Got a little bit of crustages under here. I might come in here and wire wheel all this and spray it down with something. Now I'm gonna waste a little bit of money, throw this sensor in here. If that doesn't change anything, it could also be there's a sensor back there in the differential that probably needs to be dealt with. It might have. Sometimes you get metal shavings or debris on the sensor because it has a little magnet in it that can cause inaccurate readings. Happens on wheel bearing sensors a lot on just about any car that's got ABS. It's not really a Ford thing, it's a everyone thing. Okay, that took forever. The stupid nut hung up on the stud there. There's a little metal extra bit hanging over there. T-case fluid doesn't look too bad. The gear's not stripped out, so that's good. Okay. So I need to pull this out. Yeah, just pull it back a little bit. The cable comes right out. So I want to make sure. Yeah, that turns freely, so that's good. So this has a captured bolt thing. Getting a little credit. I should have sprayed some stuff on it, but I kind of need that out of there. I might have to put this in the vise or something. Oh, someone RTV'd this. Oh, come on. Get out of here. You just use the end of the wrench to get the gear off. Okay. That's off. Let me get the new sensor. We'll swap the gears over. You know what I want to do real quick? While I have these out. Let's plug the voltmeter into these. I don't know if we'll get anything out of volts. Let's try our new one here. Ah, I got something. I don't know if you can. Oh yeah. So that one works. Got something out of that one. Got a little bit out of that one. Oh. Well, I've already got it. Let's put it in. I think I'm gonna pop the rear sensor out, make sure there's not any magnetic crap on it. It's like, why does it have two speed sensors? You have, so you have a speedo cable goes to here, but then you've got this, and then you have the rear one. I don't know. I wonder if the rear one took a crap. Hey, it's Valentine's Day. You just stick it right in the hole. Kinda, you gotta get the pointy bit in first. There we go. Smash her in. And then we put our wedding ring on. You don't love me unless you marry me. Brr. I took this clip out of here because it wouldn't go in all the way. But apparently, if I do it that way, then it won't go. The thing won't go in. Ah, there we go. That makes you put a little bit of oil on that. God, that made such a difference right there. That is a snug fit. I like that. Yeah, see, I wanted to be able to do that. I would have had this done like in 5 seconds. Now we need to take care of, we need to reestablish our electrical connection here. Because I'm like, okay, well, I got a new speed sensor there, so we can roll that out. We've got another speed sensor we're going to check. We're not going to replace it unless it's foobarred, but this one we're going to go check it and clean it, reinstall it. Unhook that. I think it's got a 10 mil on 11 holding it up. Let's see. Is this a 10? Okay. I put a 13 on that. I did break it free just to make sure it was the right size. Yeah, eventually I gotta get e-brake cables for this thing, it's missing them. We're gonna spray some stuff on it. I don't have any other penetrating lube, so we can just throw some W. There we go, broke the bond. Okay, by gently prying up on it with the wrench, I got her out. Nothing really on it. Gear lube doesn't look too bad. Let's go clean her up. Even the O-ring looks good. Alright, cleaned them right off. Just a little bit. Just clean the O-ring. Actually, I want to wipe it down a little bit more. I'm going to put some silicone paste on this so it just pops back in real easily. Also going to wipe the hole up where it goes into. This is actually kind of fun, trying to diagnose something. Usually it's like, yeah, I'll just throw some parts at it, it'll probably be fine, but I suspected that transfer case speedo was probably out of whack. Plus the O-ring on it was gone, so $22. And then we check this one out, make sure he's good. So I just put some silicone paste on it, and I've already cleaned this up, and I've cleaned the housing up for the pumpkin. Oh yeah, just goes right in there. Sorry I'm not showing you, I'm just going to tell you in a very dirty manner. Yeah. Well, this truck needed us some love. Well, there we go. She's reinstalled. Just the one bolt. Just snug her up. Plug her back in. Put your tools away. 22.2, that would be good. I just unhooked the grounds to both sides. And the dogs start barking. Unhook the grounds of both batteries. And then turn the headlights on real quick to drain any residual energy. We'll pop the battery cables back on here in just a moment and go for a span here. I'm gonna be messing with the steering anyways to realign it. I should just go get that one tie rod in and just swap out the steering. I have a good passenger side end. Just swap her all in. This is so nice. I get new felts. The FedEx. Okay. Actually. I had the steering wheel still to the like that way, and the one wheel was like that. I'm like, oh Jesus. This brake pedal still needs to be fingered out. Still got the blinking OD light. I don't know what it is at this point. I got the TPS set to spec. I got water dripping off of this thing. I wonder if it is the tire size. Oh shit. Now what? Shifted. It's Brad Fontaine right there. Oh shit. Huh. It's getting better. It's getting better. Why? It downshifted. I wonder what is causing it to do that. Everything's set. I may take it to a train shop. Be like, why does it do this? And I'd be like, well, you need a new transmission. It's getting better. I get that shit out of the bed of this truck. Why is there water dripping from the roof? I wonder if there's a leak in the roof. Hide it, hide it, hide it, hide it! I'm freaking out. Old crabby lady. Okay, it's downshifting good. Maybe it needs to be driven around to relearn. It's acting better. It is acting a lot better than what it was doing before. I'm kind of expecting it to shift rough because apparently this has had some stuff done to it. I need to get a mirror for that side. I'm thinking I'm going to print my insurance information off for this. Go run around town. I may go run to the DMV and get a trip permit for this so I can drive it around. I'm going to pull up, put my scanner in. I'm going to see what codes it's got. I want to know. Okay, so we'll be back in just a moment. This is getting better. It's getting better. It's something, it's liking what we're doing. So I'm going to see what we got. All right. Hey, what I like about this truck, it leans back. I love the lean back feature. No. Okay. Got a little bit of a coolant leak. I noticed the I've actually noticed this before we started driving it. There was the lower radiator hose where it's clamped around the water pump outlet. It's wet. You can see coolant coming out of those. This needs a coolant service too, so coolant looks a little Interesting bungee cord setup for the brake. And we're idling it. We're idle spec in drive. Ah, damn it, I forgot to get a mirror. Fuck! I hate that. I don't have a mirror on this side. Maybe I'll just run over to Napa. I haven't been in a Napa in forever. There's a cop. Not looking at me, not looking at me. I don't have license and registration. Well, I do have license. I have license. A license. That was a long, held that for a pretty long time. And bleeding OD light. Go figure. At least it's downshifts. I hate it when it'll stay in like fourth gear and you're just like trying to take off. You're like, oh, do I need to put it in low range? Straight across. I was gonna go. It looked like he was making a left. I don't know. Maybe you guys can tell me what's going on. The way it does it changes how the TPS is set up. So I'm wondering maybe if it. I just don't know. Look at this steering wheel all the way to the left, or almost all the way to the left. Now I go, it pulls to the right. I got new stuff. This is like $40 some for the tie rod end and the drag link for the driver's side. I have a good passenger side link and tie rod end, so we'll just swap the whole steering system with good used and new on one side. And I feel like buying the other side. The other side's gonna be like $60. I'm like, eh. Bed sheet's not all bad. I know I'm kind of. I like this truck. I like it. I'm starting to feel a little lazy. I like it. I don't have to shift. I just have to. I don't know. I want to back this up a little bit. We're gonna take it up here, there, and there. Get the fuck out of there. I plan on keeping this truck to an I-beam, so probably some other time we'll maybe make a or have someone make a link just like this, but with Heim joints, and then have this guy measure out where the driver's side axle pivots. I'll make a mark here and have someone weld in a thing here, Heim joint, and then that way it'll have equal pivoting steering, and then this thing won't get blown out as much. I mean, it doesn't have so much like play in this motion, but what it does is it comes up and down, and then it causes it to go left or right, so that can really affect your steering alignment. So that one's pretty bad. We're gonna take it on the bench, and I need this adjustment sleeve, so we'll get that. This tie rod end was okay, but the boot's torn on, so this one here, that was okay. Yeah, this one was okay. Like this guy here, so this is from a This is all straight. This is good. This was from a 96. Wow. Just noticing a few differences here. I'm gonna take a look at this. Check this out. Let's see if this will. I may have to. Yeah, those are okay on that. I can work with that. I didn't really bang those up too much. If I have to, I can reuse this side. But if you look at this guy here, this one is much beefier than this. But also this guy comes out further here. So this would come here. Oh yeah, that's way shorter. Let's see. I didn't really mess up the boot a whole lot, so I'm gonna clean this one up. Just give it a check. This is still good. I'll make sure the bolt goes on there. This one's still good. Yeah, this is a different tire on it. This came off a 96 F250 twin I-beam. Maybe it didn't have much as I don't know. Alright, well, we'll stick with our old link because this is out further. Interesting. I wonder if maybe I'll just convert it to a 92. Or I mean a 96 steering link setup. I have to get a longer one of these. Yeah, I'm not gonna mess with them. We're gonna swap this one out. So get that on the bench, knock it out. So we're just gonna clean this up real good, like. Why? Because we care. Well, if you really cared, you would have replaced the whole link. Well, I have the money for it, but I don't want to spend too much money on this. I mean, this is acceptable. I'm accepting of this. Although, probably will. I did split it a little bit, but I'll replace it later. I just want to get the bad part replaced so I can at least drive it around and not have it fail. We're going to take our new link here. Stick in there just like that. So we're going to get this snug, just like that. I'm going to put this guy like that. Working on the truck, obviously. I'm going to start with the center bit here. I have a new cotter pin for this one. There we go. Let's see, can I put this side in now? Almost. So I'm just going to come in and run these all down. I've already did this one, so we'll just do that one and that one. And then we'll go roll her in the garage and we'll grease everything up. They put a cool grease fitting on this, I like that, so I can just go straight shot. Alright, that one's in there all snugged up. Snugged up here, cotter pins are in, that's snugged up. So what I want to do next is check the alignment. That's still kicked out pretty far, just like it was. I think we're Chevied. It's fine, steering is. But little movements of this actually make the wheels move. That's great. That steering box in here is 15 times tighter than the one that's in that. I got it jacked up so I can easily adjust it out. I can tell it has to come out pretty far. And then it just falls apart. You're like, oh, I need a longer setup here. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, I'm gonna break this other side loose and we'll tow him in. And then we'll move it back and bring it back forward. And see where we are. And then we'll go for a drive. And it shouldn't pull to the left or the right. It should go straight. And then the steering wheel needs to be straight too. Yeah. Okay, so how are we looking? Looks better already. Looks kind of straight. Looks kind of straight. Best to look down the back of the vehicle. I think that looks pretty good. That could maybe come out of here actually. I love having an automatic, although I would like one that, you know what, just forget about that. I'd like one that I can get the shift off look not good. I don't know why it does that. It holds the first shift after you turn the truck back on. It holds the shift, and then it's like blah, and then it's blank, 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 and then from then on it's like it's okay. The downshifts. I'm gonna go to an ad, like get a beer for this thing. Yeah, steering's not perfect, but pull to the right a little bit. Yeah, I can hear the axles at the bump stops. Yeah, it's like, yes, shift, nope, not, yes. Yes, again. Like, Bob Saget. Bob Saget. I left the throttle, it's like, oh hey, he must be coasting. This is the one thing I like about a manual transmission is, who cares about the TPS? Because I just, meh. I may get to a point where I'll just take it to a shop and be like, hey, look, I've done my work to it. I'm tired of setting the TPS, and I'm just done. Like, why don't you figure it out? And then it's like, now I gotta pay that money. They're hey, you got all this oil leaks, and like, it's just a couple of hose clamps need to be tightened up. I know about the radiator hose. Just fix the thing. Don't dick with anything else. Just fix the things that are causing the vehicle speed sensor code and the other code. You see, it shifts and then it doesn't shift, or it shifts and then downshifts. I was being an asshole to that guy behind me because he was riding my ass. See, shifting. There are times where it shifts good, and then there are times where it doesn't. It just shifts like ass. You're like, why? I haven't been to this place in forever. truck, and the brake pedal's all weird. The thing doesn't unstick, so you got this bungee cord here. Alrighty. Oh, I got a mirror. I just winged it on that. We don't know how far to go. Tighten it up when I go home. I hate this brake pedal. I want to take this fucking thing apart, clean it up. This is the only thing I have to gripe about this truck right now, other than the not as good as the original Ford ones. It's 18 bucks. I need a mirror, damn it. I made downshifted perfectly right there. Why is every other time just a total nightmare? And I don't like the power steering pump. We got the Saginaw pumps, and my brown truck has it. God damn it, I can't talk. My brown truck has a Saginaw pump, and then this has got the crappy bong looking thing, and you're just like, no. And then the extended caps, I'm just like, get back there. Oh yeah, freaking debit card wasn't going through. I was like, what? And their machine was being super slow. It was even being slow with my credit card. It was like, okay. Oh yeah, you can test that suspension out that's already worn out. Get a trip permit tomorrow so I can drive this thing around and keep tuning it, and that way I won't get pulled over. They're like, oh, he's got a trip permit, look at that. Be good for a month. Well shoot, got the steering good now. I might need to play with it a little bit as I go, but I think it's good now. I'm gonna get an alignment done after I get new tires, and we need to do the upgrade the springs and do the bushings. Check this out. I'm gonna get some might get new poly bushings for these. Just do polyurethane, I'm not sure. Or I might just do the rubber. I don't want to make it ride like ass, so yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm gonna grease up the new ends and the old ends. Actually, whatever I can grease under here, I'm gonna do it. So I got that end, and that end. And non-greasable ball joints, crap. So yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna grease those up. I'm using some heavy-duty fleet grease. So I'm gonna pump those full of that. And we're good to go. So that's enough of that. I'm gonna go get me some food.